Can we get some Christmas intro music? We're gonna have to get some bloody Christmas intro music, mate. I'm gonna get the Christmas hat out of the closet and put a Christmas hat on the Dougie's Corner. I gotta get some tinsel. Time to get some tinsel up in this bitch. God, I hate Christmas season. I loathe Christmas. I hate Christmas. I despise Christmas. I'm a Grinch. I'm a giant Grinch. How are we, guys? What's good? What's good? How are you, Christian Grey? What's up, Eric? How are you, man? Good to see you guys. How are we all today? How are we? How are we? You know where the shirt's at, mate. How are you, Mr. C? Oh, boo him. There's one of them. There's one of them now. There's Mr. C. Boo. Boo. This better be a good quickie. I hopped off the premiere for the Believe You Me podcast. It won't be a good quickie today, Bruce. There's nothing going on. There's nothing to talk about. There's no news. There's no updates. We're going to go for about an hour. There's really not a lot that's been happening, mate. How are you, Alpeg? Good to see you, mate. Super Shotgun says, Super Gamer, not Super Shotgun, Super Gamer says, hello to everyone except for the people who shat on Tom Aspinall. I agree, Super Gamer. Hello to everyone except for them. How are you, Bilal? What's good, man? Yeah, we do have to get some Christmas music. Yeah. Screw these Tommy Aspinall haters, mate. And it's the Shamies Corner. We're here. We're shaming people, mate. Deshaun's banned. Deshaun shouldn't be here. Did the Wolves say anything new? No, the Wolves just keep repeating themselves. They're insane. Let me tell you, Jock. It's the Wolves that are crazy, Jock. It's the Wolves that are insane. Oh, oi. How are you, Justin Kennedy? It's the floor, mate. It's the floor. I can smell your boots, mate. That was hilarious. God, what is wrong with me? God, I fucking hate Christmas season. I despise it. Oh my God, that was so funny at work when we were in the Discord. You guys were pretending to be the walls and the ceiling, telling me to pick Barboza. Dude, Barboza might be a crafty pick this weekend. Barboza might be a crafty pick this weekend. You want a full nativity scene in the background? We're absolutely not doing a nativity scene, no. Where is the Holly Hansen jacket that you promised to wear? And I have to go and get myself a Holly Hansen jacket. People in Melbourne have been rocking the Holly Hansen jackets, and everyone's very angry at them. And I just plain don't know why. What's up, Good Noodle? How are you, mate? I'm picking Barboza. Is that why is that a big underdog? Because it's Barboza. He's 40 years old, mate. It's Edson Barboza. It's Barbozy. He's 40 years old. That's a very crafty old dicey pick to make. I don't know. Eric says Dougie is a Jew confirmed. He hates Christ Mass. No, I just hate the Christmas season. Being in the building industry, I fucking loathe. I hate the Christmas season. I hate it. I hate it to my core. The wall video had me dying. The walls that was hilarious, guys. Poke Mr. C in the eye. We need to put Mr. C down on the floor and we need to poke him in the eye. Nacho unfortunately also needs to get eye poked. I noticed Nacho's been real quiet in the streams. Didn't see Nacho in the streams yesterday. Didn't see Nacho in the stream right now. Only saw one comment from Nacho in the comments section on today's video. I noticed since Tom Aspinall's doctor gave us an official letter of what is wrong with Tom Aspinall, Nacho's been real quiet around these parts. Doug is going to talk about his favorite thing ever in the world, women's boxing. Today we're going to be talking about boxing and women, two of my favorite things in the world, combined in the form of Ronda Rousey versus Katie Taylor, who I've never heard of before. But apparently Katie Taylor is a real boxer. She actually knows how to throw hands. And Ronda Rousey doing any kind of combat sports ever again is just fucking hilarious to me, to be honest. I remember the days of Dougie celebrating with a cheeky Roman salute when I was the first one in here. I'll still throw up a Roman salute every now and then, Christian Grey. Don't worry about that. It is Jalen Turner who is yes, this is why it makes the Edson Barbozy pick so tasty. One yearns to pick Edson Barboza. One wants to pick Edson Barboza. One is at work for hours trailing away, talking to the walls, thinking, should I pick Edson Barboza? Jarlin Turner is shit. I pick Barboza acting like he's going to show up in his prime every time, and it breaks my heart. This is the problem. It's we love MMA, and we've been watching MMA for years, which means we've been watching Edson Barboza for years. But Edson Barboza isn't the Edson Barboza we remember. Edson Barboza's 40 and washed, and decided that grappling Drakkar Klose was a good idea. This is not good. This is not good for us, is it? Typical Jew response. It's just true, Eric. I hate it. I'm going with Barboza. I don't give a fuck. Picking Jarlin Turner to fumble has never steered me wrong before. That's the thing. It's one of those picks where you're like, you're not picking who's going to win. You're picking who's shitter than the other one. So if you think Jarlin Turner is shitter than Barboza, you pick Barboza. Although is Barboza shitter than Jarlin Turner? It's really like picking between a turd and a douche. It took a while to layer all those voice notes over your video. Well, it was absolutely worth it, help me, because it was fucking hilarious. When I pull up down under, we can hit the town in our matching Holly Hansen Brown's jackets and get all the fine lasses. We will be getting all the fine lasses with our matching brown jackets. Why is Google turned on the second I said Holly Hansen? Defending Aspinall after the eye poke, but the piss is right there for the taking. Can't help myself. I get it, Mr. C. I get it, mate. It was good fun. The saga that we've been on for the last 2 days on the channel has been fucking hilarious. I can't wait for the tier list to come back. I miss debating with everyone. Oh, they're going to be back, Bilal. Don't worry about that. 6 weeks. 6 weeks of doing nothing except tier lists and debating with each other. They're going to be back. You know what? We might even do a tier list today, because there really is nothing to talk about in the news. There's nothing going on today. So we might do a tier list right now. We might even continue on with the Valley of the Damned. If we're going to do a tier list, Bilal, what would you like to do a tier list on? I got Ronda beating a boxing champ. Yeah, no chance at all. The window told you not to pick him, man. I'd listen to it. I don't know, but the wall kind of made a good point. Turner has reverse DDP antics. He does. He does. He just somehow turns out shit, where DDP just somehow turns out good. I've seen some real clutching at straws videos on Tommy's emails being fraudulent. It's fucking hilarious. Oh, MMA Joey is decided that he's just going to go with the run that Tom Aspinall CGI'd or chat GPT'd, or the emails are just completely fake. MMA Joey, insane. Turner isn't shit. He has low fight IQ, but he is pretty technically sound. Yeah, you can be technically sound, but if you don't know when to throw it and how to throw it and the right time to throw it, like, you kind of need fight IQ. Yeah, like, yes, he can turn his fist over. True. But he's also an idiot with no heart. People forget, man, Katie Taylor is the best women's boxer in the world. There's no fucking way that that fight's going to happen. It can't happen. It just can't happen. Ronda has the worst hands. Got whooped by Holly and Amanda with the classic bell. Oh, dude. What Ronda's hands are the worst part of her entire game. Her coach, manager, partner, whoever, fucking hates her. Hates her. Hates her if this is true. A most improved fighter tier list. You know what? Below, because it's Christmas, let's do it. Let's do a most improved fighter tier list. You know what, Bilal? Because it's Christmas and you're a good cunt. You know what, Bilal? Just for you, let's do a most improved fighter tier list. Right. Most improved fighter. You got to pick fighters that were absolutely dog shit and have become great. Is obviously S tier. And then F tier is fighters that are just never getting better no matter what. Let me give you my first suggestion for a fighter that's never getting better no matter what. If anything, might have regressed. This is my suggestion for a fighter that has actually gotten worse rather than getting better. This is my F tier suggestion. Marvin Vettori might be someone who's actually gone backwards in the world. when it comes to fighters getting better and getting worse. This is what I'll be thinking. Marvin Vettori might have actually fucking regressed. When will Dougie learn doctors make more money off injured people than healthy people? This is true, Bruce, but that doesn't mean that Tom is lying or that he made it up. Turner just has low impulse control. Okay, Justin Kennedy. Just like politics, we have to pick who is less shit. Yes, Edson Barboza versus Jalen Turner. Tyler Serrano 1 is probably the top 3 favorite boxing scraps I've ever watched on Crip. No idea what you're talking about. Ronda Rousey being able to beat Floyd in a boxing match. Joe Rogan was an idiot. Men and women are with bonkers. First woman to headline MSG ever. Is Barboza fighting at welterweight? No, lightweight, 155. But he's moving up from 145. I know he used to fight at 155, but he had like 4 or 5 fights at 145. Greatest fights performances of 2025. We'll do that over the Christmas break. Help me just hates anything not Scottish. This is true. I'm watching videos and breakdowns on how JDM could have done this or that. The problem is I'm sure JDM knew all in the training that is when people are just technical, strength matters a lot. Well, no, JDM was doing a lot of counter jiu-jitsu rather than counter wrestling, Cayman. How are you? Excited, Solar System? Good to see you, mate. Islam was just so much stronger. Again, JDM was more focused on the jiu-jitsu, where Islam was more focused on the top pressure wrestling. And I think you will find the meta of MMA is that wrestling always beats jiu-jitsu. 323 is retarded. It's a good fun. The biggest Quran of 2025. True. Islam is not holding down Jailton Almeida. Jailton Almeida is flipping Islam on. Yeah, obviously strength matters. But there is also a little bit of like styles matter as well, right? Fighters, Ronda Rousey loses to tier list. I got Molly McCann B tier. You'd have fighters, it would just be every fighter in the world. I don't think Ronda could beat a single fighter right now. So you're telling me Rigo's lying? I'm telling you Rigo is lying. Tom saved my testes from being cut off. Good for you, mate. I vote Alex Pereira for the most improved fighter and fighter of the year. He's not fighter of the year, but improved fighter? You know what? Alex Pereira is massively improved. You know what? Yes. Yes. How improved, chat, is Alex Pereira? How improved is Alex Pereira? Considering that he came into the UFC with no grappling at all. How improved is Alex Pereira? Why can I no longer... I'll just do this then. Fuck you. He has got to be one of the most improved fighters there is, right? Just fucking default, yeah? Alex Pereira has to be one of the most improved fighters there is. Let me do this. There we go. Beautiful stuff, chap. Beautiful stuff. What about Marab? Subbed to O'Malley? Yeah, dude, Marab is right up there. Is Alex Pereira an A-tier improved fighter? I would say he's an A-tier improved fighter. Kyle Dorcas. What you mean, Kyle Dorcas? Would you do something for me? Most improved is Marab by far. Marab might be the S-tier improved fighter of the year. Absolutely, dude. Let's go, Powhatan. Yeah, Marab might be the best one. Waldo Cortez Acosta improved real quick after getting TKO'd by Ante Delija. This is true. BSD has improved as well. These are good points. How are you, Mitch? Good to see you, man. How are you, Tunnel Man? Sorry I didn't see you guys. Have Holly Home Dougmas, our favorite juice. Stop it, mate. How are you, Mitch? Good to see you, man. Dougie, how are you? Brought a treadmill today to up my cardio to EPO level. No need of the Spirit of Tasmania for me, because I'll just swim there from Melbourne. Do not attempt to swim to Tasmania. You'll drown, Mitch. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, should it be, what, should we make our criteria of just this year? Should it be just this year? Yeah, let's do this. Most improved fighter. Let's do this. Most improved fighter. Should it be just this year, or should we just be talking, like, on the roster? I think we should probably just be talking on the roster, right? Probably just on the roster. Gorilla on top, squeezing it of 2025. What do you guys want? This year or on the roster? Bro, today's video was your best work yet. It was fucking good. I really enjoyed today's video, Moody Wizard. I had a fucking great time filming it, man. I had so much fun doing that one, man. I loved that, dude. Loved it. Marab. Let's get Marab up here, shall we? Marab Divilashvili. 2024, 2025, last night's stream too. Good times. Yeah, we killed it. We've killed it over the last 24 hours. All right. Most improved fighter. Okay. Most improved fighter 2024, 2025 tier list. There you go, chat. It's the most improved fighter for 2024, 2025. There you go. There you go. Yeah, there you go, chat. All right. Merab Dvalishvili has to be our most improved fighter. Has to be. Has to be. He's implemented the jiu-jitsu. His striking's gotten better. He outstruck Sean O'Malley. He's now implemented submissions. Merab is just getting better and better and better and better. It's got to be Merab. It's got to be Merab. BSD is up there. We'll get in BSD as well. That's a good one. Oliveira. I don't know if Oliveira's gotten better. Do you reckon Oliveira's gotten better? I don't know if Oliveira's actually improved, mate. JDM is F tier. JDM has actually gotten... No. JDM, actually, thank you very much, fought Gilbert Burns in 2024. So JDM has actually gotten better, thank you very much. You know what, I'm going to move Alex Pereira down. I don't think Alex Pereira has actually changed that much. I don't think Alex has changed a lot, really. Whereas BSD absolutely has gotten better. A little bit more patient. BSD's gotten way better. Yeah, Vittori is easily an F tier. Easily, mate. What about Yuri? He's gotten better? Yeah, Yuri's gotten better, for sure. Oh my word, I forgot about Jan Blachowicz fight leak. Let's go, Mr. Scorner. Chin up, buddy. It's Womp time. I know, I'm so excited to see Jan Blachowicz. Alex is B tier. What has Alex changed this year? No, I'm not rage baiting. What has Alex changed this year? I'm serious. What has Alex improved on this year? I mean, he beat Magomed Ankalaev the same way he always beats Magomed Ankalaev. Alex fought not sick. That's what I mean. Alex really didn't change much. Yuri Prohaska has implemented a lot of head movement, but Alex really just fought healthy. That's all. How are you, Damien? Dougie is weighing half. It is true. What's he changed? Yeah, he hasn't really changed anything at all, to be honest. Now, someone I am going to put on the list. Someone who I am going to put on the list is Alexander Rakic. Actually gotten worse. Gotten worse. Gotten way worse. These guys have gotten way worse. Yeah, let me read some chats. Sorry, guys, I'm behind. Renato Moicano. I would say Moicano's gotten worse. I forgot it wasn't this year. He hasn't changed. Yeah. Maybe not because he's losing, but he looks good in the fights. He gets chinned in before it happens. Maybe not because he's been losing, but he looks good in the fights. He gets chinned in before that happens. Who? Yuri? Justin Kennedy? Buckley improved since he moved down in weight. Buckley did improve. That is true. Buckley has actually gotten better. BSD proved his patience after getting a 16-second KO and beat Kyle Prepolek. BSD has actually slowed down and started to take the fight and make the fight happen. This is true, Mr. C. Alex did change. He wasn't that aggressive since Adesanya too. Mildly. That's why but I'm not putting him in fucking A tier. You want me to put Alex Pereira in A tier because he became slightly more aggressive and a level of aggressive that he's been in the past? Get fucked. That Chad Serbian, he's not Serbian, he's Austrian. Uros Medic has absolutely improved. Oh my god, has Uros Medic improved. I think he now has the third most knockouts in the UFC since like 2022 or 2023. I saw in his last knockout. Maybe the most improved fighter. You know what? Uros Medic might be sharing S tier with Merab. Thank you. Yes, no, great point. Uros Medic is one of the most improved fighters of 2025. Great point. And the wrestling. What wrestling has Pereira done? Driggers has gotten worse, true. Dougie Streaming's career is an F tier. Fuck you, can't. Fuck you. Ortega's gotten worse. Ortega has absolutely gotten worse. Hermanson has easily gotten worse. Yeah. What did you do? What did BSD do to get better? Fought Ruffy with no grappling and an old fart. Ruffy got up 3 times. I don't know why no one remembers that Ruffy managed to scramble back up to his feet 3 times. People remember that fight like BSD just steamrolling Ruffy. Ruffy was getting up and getting up and getting up. Oralblyer is better in welterweight. Oralblyer is better at welterweight. He's got more power. Oh, you were talking about Khalil. Yes, Khalil has gotten better until he gets slept. Yeah. Yeah. Joshua Van, hello. Oh my God, Joshua Van. True. Oralblyer got better after learning how to wear clothes. Dude, was Joshua Van's innies... Was Joshua Van in the UFC in 2003? Seriously, was Joshua Van in the UFC in 2003? What is this, his 5th fight in the UFC? That's actually wild to think about, right? Puos, one of the best fighters in the world. Derek, the least US. Derek is getting worse. Waldo Ortez Acosta. Waldo Ortez Acosta has made a fuck ton of improvements. All right, let's slow down and let's rank these guys a little bit. Let's focus on the ranking here, shall we? I would say Yuri's made more improvements than BSD. I would say Joshua Van has made more improvements than BSD. I would say Marab has come the longest way. All Marab used to do was just spam takedowns. Now he's actually standing and striking plus implementing. Uros. Yeah, Uros is just perfect. And Alex Pereira is about there. Yeah, these rankings seem about correct. Yeah. Yeah. Did you add Jamal Hill to the gotten worse list too? We do need to add... We could do a whole other tier list for fighters that have gotten worse. I shouldn't have started this. I shouldn't have started the gotten worse tier. We could do a whole other one for that, man. Come Saturday, Terrence McKinney is about to destroy this tier list. Terrence McKinney. Bless him. He hasn't fought yet, but put Shavkat in F tier. Oh, Shavkat has absolutely gotten worse. Of course he has. He's regressed. Tom Aspinall got better at acting. Fuck you, Simply Kudos. Fuck you! He wasn't even born in 2003. What did I say? 2003? Jesus Christ, I'm so old. Was Joshua Van in the UFC in 20... No, considering he was 2 years old. Yes, 2023, you idiots. How could you say Alex hasn't had to wrestle? Little Wank tried to take him down 20 times. On the other hand, Alex took him down 2 times. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I mean, he did manage to shuck off 22 takedown attempts. That's a good point. That is a good point. You could make another tier below F tier for Chandler and Leon. You could, mate. Dougie, are you serious? I am serious, Super Gamer. This dumbass Ronda about to eat the canvas. Oh, she'll die. She'll die, mate. Ank isn't a wrestler. No, Ank is a smusher. But the chat is right. Magaman Ank Alive did try and take down Alex Pereira like 20 times. Dougie, you're going to wipe it off and zip up his fly. Dougie, you're going to wipe it off and zip up his fly when you're done. Who? Euros Medicus? No. Prates is in A tier. Ooh, Prates is in A tier. Umar has gotten worse. No, I don't think so. I think the level of competition Umar's fighting has gotten better. Just because he's a Dagestani doesn't mean he's a wrestler. He has 0 submissions in his career. He kind of sucks at takedowns. That's true, Northwest, but, you know, he did attempt to take down Alex Pereira 20 times. Moicano might qualify for gotten worse. Yes, Moicano definitely got worse. Yeah. Yes, he was in the UFC in 2023. Casual. Shut up, dickhead. On paper, Anthony Smith has gotten better. You know, on paper, I've gotten better. Imavov is really true. Imavov is very... Oh, my God. What about Brendan Allen? I mean, yes, Imavov. We'll put Imavov on there for sure, but fucking Brendan Allen. Brendan Allen is absolute. Where does Brendan Allen go on the list? I mean, he was at one point considered as retarded, or if not more retarded than Marvin Vettori. He was once considered as one of the most retarded human beings on the roster. Laurent Murphy, bruh. Laurent Murphy's gotten better, bruh. No, Allen's improved way more than D tier. Way more than D tier. Volta Walker, yes, Volta Walker. Oh my fucking god. You know, Volta Walker's an A tier improvement. But I'm putting Brandon Allen up at B tier. Yeah. Robert Whittaker is an S tier. Bilal is correct. Yeah, Walter Walker for sure. Umar has been gassed in his last fights. The cardio's looked worse and worse. Yeah, Umar has regressed for sure. Who did you just say, Bilal? Walter Walker. Walter Walker. 4 fights in a row. All heel hooks, is it? Walter Walker. All fights at 4 fights in a row. All heel hooks. I'm going to put Walter Walker as an A tier improvement. Maybe even. I know you guys are going to think this is crazy. You're going to be angry at me. And you're going to scream, no, Dougie, don't do it. Don't do it, Dougie. You're insane, Dougie. It's not true, Dougie. You're not thinking clearly, Dougie. Is Walter Walker the most improved fighter of the last 2 years? On God, on Crip, on everything? He might be. Think about where he came from to what he's doing now. He's just running through blobs. Running through blobs and submitting them easily. He fucking submitted someone with a broken femur. He's done the same submission 4 times in a row and no one can stop him. If that, we're talking about improved from dog shit to good. Who's improved more than Walter Walker? Who has improved more? I'm not saying he's the best. I'm not saying he's the best. I'm not saying he's going to be a champ. I'm just saying, coming from where he was to where he is now, what fighter looked so bad and now looks so good? Do you know what I mean, chat? Like, that's what we're arguing here. The most improved. We have to distinguish between getting wins the same way they always have versus showing new skill sets or improving in an area like cardio. Prates had good KOs early in the fight, but he always does. I agree with Mr. C. I agree with Mr. C here, right? Like Prates, what has Prates improved? He just knocks people out. Prates has always been knocking people out. I know we should be throwing tomatoes at Mr. C, and his opinion is worth less than nothing. That's why we were calling him out, but he raises a good point on this particular topic. Who else goes on long-ass losing streaks just to win the belt first win back? Who are you talking about, Justin Kennedy? Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson is the most improved fighter of 2025. I mean, Tony Ferguson is a champion now. I actually love that from Justin Kennedy. Tony Ferguson, you know, I don't even want the ESPN headshot. I want Tony Ferguson. What's the belt that Tony Ferguson has now? You skipped my casuals comment. Sorry, Bruce. I can't read every single comment when we're going like this. Tony Ferguson, Misfits, championship photo. I'm sorry if I miss your comments, guys. I can't get every single one when we're going like this. There's too many happening in the chat. I'll try and read as many as I can. Tony Ferguson, Misfits champion. Yeah, this is what we want. Tony is an interim. Tony is the there we go, boys. He's back. His hair's back. It's got color in it. And he's gone from a 7-fight losing streak to a belt. If that's not the most improved fighter in the world, that's probably the most improved fighter in the world. Tony Ferguson's 7-fight losing streak to a belt around his shoulders. You love to see it. Let me go back and read some chats. I'm sorry, guys. Tom Aspinall gets heel hooked by Walter Walker. Stop it, Mr. C. Heavyweights already have joint problems because they're not in water. Because they are not in water. What do you mean heavyweights have joint problems because they're not in water? People forget, man. Walter lost to Lucas Burkowski. That's what I'm saying, mate. Like, Walter Walker is the correct answer for most improved fighter. If he does the same move over and over again, is he really improved? Yeah, because he never used to be able to do that move, right? Dougie's top 10 worst takes. No, Super Gamer. Super Gamer, who is a more improved fighter? Tell me. Why isn't Rafael Correa an S tier? Because I can't picture them at the moment. It's easy to do a massive improvement when you're at a low level. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, absolutely it is. But that's why, like, on any sports team, the most improved was usually last year's shittest player. This is perfectly normal, right? I don't think we're saying anything controversial by saying, yeah, you're going from totally sucking to mid. Improved is showing more skills. You skip my casuals comment. Phony Turnison, Cyril Garn. So, Cyril Garn. Got to put Tony in the list most hype moment of the year. I may have sacrificed Tom's career for Tony's comeback, and I'm not even upset about it. It was all worth it in the end. To have Tony Ferguson with a belt around his waist, it was all worth it in the end. For the casuals in the back, Magomed Little Wank was a combat Sambo champion, just like Khabib and Islam. I don't think this is quite the burn you think it is, Bruce Wayne. Combat Sambo doesn't instantly mean wrestling champion. Combat Sambo is a mix of martial arts. It's like Taekwondo, Muay Thai, and wrestling all put together. Just because he was a combat Sambo champion doesn't mean that he is a takedown specialist, Bruce. This is not the got you that you think it is, mate. Joe Piper's hairline. Oh, I don't know. Because it came back and then he shaved it off. I don't know if Joe Piper's hairline does make the cut. Cyril improved. You gotta love his 1-2 IPO combo. It's, you know what? Cyril Garn did improve. Like, Cyril Garn went from losing on the feet to John Jones to arguably beating Tom Aspinall in the only round they had together. It doesn't! Sambo means wrestling champion. Combat Sambo is a combat sport that includes wrestling. You can win a Combat Sambo world title without doing any takedowns. Do not call people a casual, Bruce, when you do not know what the fuck you are talking about. JDM winning a UFC World Championship doesn't instantly make him a peak wrestler just because there's wrestling in MMA. You don't know what the fuck you are talking about. Shut up, Bruce. You sound like a fucking idiot. Cyril Garn. Cyril Garn, ESPN headshot. That's the way to enter a stream. What's up, Jetterhead? How are you, man? ESPN headshot. Dougie's still angry from the Aspinall goal. I'm not. Bruce is just screaming about this massive win that he's got when he hasn't got a win at all. He's fucking... Oh, God. Neighbor just left a note asking if you could yell at Bruce some more. I 10-7 little Dougie. That's our rage baiting right now. Shut up, Bruce. All right. Bro, Cejudo is legit. People forget, man. Henry Cejudo, he's legit. He's legit. Cyril Garn. Where do we put Cyril Garn, Chatterton? He went from losing on the feet to John Jones to arguably beating Tom Aspinall, who was technically on the pound-for-pound list. That's pretty improved. What about Joe Piper? Joe Piper has gotten better. Just stretch your mum out like a yoga instructor. Dude, my mum's like 80. That is not a flex. Thank you, Bruce. I want Dougie mad for the next 6 weeks. Thanks, Super Game. What about Addison? You know what we'll do, Alpeg? Well, tonight we'll do a most improved fighter, and then maybe tomorrow or later on in the stream, maybe later on in the week, we'll do a most reduced. That's not right. Fighters that have gotten worse. Fighters that have gotten worse. Garn lost to Volkov. Garn did lose to Volkov. That is true. How has no one said Paddy's the most improved? Paddy. Yusuf Zalal, true. Most fuckedest? Yeah, we'll go most fuckedest, right? Lerone Murphy. We'll get Lerone Murphy in there. Just ignore it 3 times. Eric, I'm so sorry. Sorry, Eric. Sorry. Where are you, Eric? Dougie ducking Gary just like Colby. Ian Gary. Sex belt. Your mama. This is... He was in UFC in 2023. I did read that he was in UFC 2023, and then I said, I read you calling me a casual. All right, sex belt. Yeah, we'll do Ian Gary as well. Most regressed. That's the one. Most regressed. Anyway, besides Dougie's casual take, Ankalaev was the best wrestler Alex faced. Held down Yarn after getting both of his legs chopped off. Ankalaev was the best wrestler, but combat sambo doesn't equal wrestling. Hate it, but Zalal has improved. Zalal has ever improved. People that ever said at any point that Ronda Rousey is hot are gay, and that is a fact. No, you're not gay for thinking a woman is hot. Yes, you said Ian Gary. Ian Gary will go on the list as well. Ian Gary is actually insanely improved. Like, yes, he's lost his knockout power, but the back takes, the grappling, Ian Gary is incredibly improved. That's a good point, Eric. Thank you, Eric. Gaethje's about to be a two-time interim champion after he sparks out Paddy. He's not going to spark out Paddy, mate. But don't worry, you're on the team Gaethje. Justin Gaethje is a better wrestler than Paddy Pimblett. A better wrestler, yes. But I think Paddy Pimblett will have better top control. I laid eggs in her and made a bunch of baby hogs. That's just weird. Ian's corner is better than... No, Free EBT MMA is actually a good dude. I don't know who you're talking about. Big hog in your face. Darren Till is an S tier. Darren Till actually has gotten better with the steroids. Darren Till legit has gotten better the last 2 years. He had a huge fall from grace. Right. We need to find a place for Darren Till, Ian Gary, and Cyril Gahn. Abzat Mirzakhanov. Abzat's doing the same thing he's always done, which is sleeping people. Ayman Zahabi. Yep. Justin doesn't use his wrestling. Never. Could have been RDR on top. The quitter folded like paper. True. Thoughts on EBT MMA? Never heard of him. I've never heard of you, mate. I don't know who EBT MMA is. I've never heard of you. But considering, I'll give you this. Considering that you came into this stream and the first thing you talked about was how you plowed my mother, I'm going to say EBT MMA is a immature little fucktard that doesn't know how to have a conversation with human beings. That's what I'm going to guess. That's what I'm going to guess about EBT MMA, mate. Because it's obviously you. You've asked about him twice. And the first thing you did was come in here talking about fucking my mum. So he's probably a 17-year-old edgelord that thinks he's going to blow up. That's what I would say about EBT MMA. Moving on. Volk. Oh, I don't know. Volk. I don't know, dude. Ian has improved so much. He's added eye pokes. Yep, true. Death Sentence. Death Sentence has improved. This is true. Lopez is better than Volk. No. Almeida improved his striking game. Jalton has? No. Jalton's improved nothing. After Shavkat beat Gary using cage smudge and pocket boxing, Gary really made an effort to improve on those two aspects of his game. He has, too. To be honest, Ian Gary has improved a lot, right? Where do we place my favorite fighter, Gene Lord Silva? Has Gene Silva changed anything in his game? Chimnya? Has he changed anything? Damn good guess. Thank you, Mr. C. No point in Justin using his wrestling if he can't control or submit you. All he can do is scramble, and even then, he's getting held down by Fiziev and put in an inverted triangle. Yeah, Justin's wrestling is mythical. It's Fugazi. You are the comment reading lord. Thank you, Big Hog. The sign looks beautiful, Doug. You haven't been able to hop into a stream for a while coming up, but it's good to see we hit the goal. We hit the goal, Matt. It's good to see you, dude. Shout out, man. We're going to be live all Christmas. Just because there's 6 weeks off doesn't mean we're not going to be live. How can we forget about Bryce Mitchell, young? How can we forget about Bryce Mitchell? Think you're the guru? I don't think I'm the guru. I think I'm Dougie. That's why the sign says Dougie, not guru. Almeida just knocked out Spivak. Waldo needed a robbery. True. EBT MMA is a pedo? Like Rigo. Ty has really improved his chances for heart attack. This is true. Guru hates you? Guru does not hate me at all. Guru shouted me out actually yesterday on his channel. Guru hates you. Guru gave you a platform. All right, you're just retarded. Justin's wrestling is as real as Zabit's title aspirations. Exactly. Impression of you reacting to Diego Lopez knocking out Volk cold and he doesn't wake up for 5 minutes and gets carried out on a stretcher. No problem. How are you, Wixon? Good to see you, mate. Shevchenko, her ass game has improved. No, it's gotten worse. The most improved fighter in 2025 is Benil Dariush. Awkward. We have an MMA Joey clone in here. We do. The sign needed to match the profile picture. Put a Santa hat on our sign. I will. I've got a Santa hat up in the cupboard, but I've got to go into the Christmas box in the cupboard. I'll get to it. How are you, Brady Beep? How are you? God dominated. You got caught. If it wasn't for Guru, admit you wouldn't be here, mate, you filthy coach tail snake. No, I would easily be here without the Guru. Easily. Allberg on an 8. Allberg has improved. Yep. Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. True. All right. Can we focus on these three? I'm going to drop Euros out of that. I'm going to drop Yuri out of that as well. They've improved, but not that much. Darren's improved a shit ton. Like, he's gone from a losing streak to putting it on boxes. Now, I'm not saying that these fighters in B and C tier aren't good. I'm just saying that where they were to where they've gotten to is not as dramatic as where the other fighters were and where they have gotten to. See, Garn I can't put in C tier. Cyril Garn was losing to John Jones on the feet, and John Jones is a dog shit striker. Thank you, LK, for the $1. Really appreciate it, man. Shout out, dude. Not even a message, just a $1. Thank you, LK Day MMA. Al Qaeda MMA. Thank you, Al Qaeda MMA. Blowing it up with the $1. I appreciate you, mate. Thank you, Al Qaeda MMA. Cyril Garn was losing on the feet, but now Cyril Garn is putting it on Tom Aspinall. You've got to put him up there. Ian Gary, bro. I'm going to put you down there. I'm going to put you down there. I'm going to put you here. Yeah. This feels right. This feels right. It goes Tony Ferguson, Waldo Ortiz Acosta in S tier. A tier is Marab. A tier is Van. A tier is Darren Till. A tier is Cyril Garn. B tier is BSD, Ian Gary, Brendan Allen, Yuri Prohaska. C tier is Alex Pereira, Waldo Ortiz Acosta, and Yudos Medish. Let me read some chats. Thank you, Al Qaeda MMA, for blowing it up with a big $1. Fuck Garn, eye poke, no contest, does not count as good improvement. He was on the back foot for the second half of the round. Yeah, but for the first half of the round, he was on him. You have to admit, he was on Tom Aspinall, man. He was, dude. It is what it is, right? EBT MMA is a pedo. Where am I up to? We did that one. We did that one. C should not be gotten worse. C should be not changed, and D and F should be gotten worse. That's the whole spectrum. We're just doing the most improved fighter of 2024, 2025. I shouldn't have even put and gotten worse on the list, but I got carried away. We love Al Qaeda MMA. We do love Al Qaeda MMA. Can you please add a chair for Ian Gary? You want Ian Gary to be sitting on his cuck chair? We can do that. Sure, man. No worries. No worries, man. We can put a cuck chair under Ian Gary, lad. I'll put a cuck chair under Ian Gary. There we go, lad. No worries. There we go. We got the cuck chair under Ian Gary. Done. Big Hog was having a mental breakdown. He did have a little mental breakdown, didn't he? Is one fight really a sign of improvement, or is it a sign of a good stylistic matchup? Good question, help me. I think the Volkov fight as well shows that he improved, right? Impression of Guru using his ult to claim he's Guru, it is actually being Guru. You're already doing it, mate. Ian is above Garn. I think Ian is above Garn, yeah. Nobody will fuck Dougie's mother besides exactly right. No one's going to fuck my mother except mine. All right? All right, we're from Dagestan here. People don't forget, man, Dougie accepted money from APAC multiple times on the stream before. I hate that that's in the world. Gene Silver submitted the grappler. He is improving a lot. Gene Silver submitted a grappler. He did, actually. That's a good point, Chimna. So now we're including journeyman boxers, not even top boxers, journeyman. Yes, Bruce. Now we are. Some of these are difficult just because, like Jock said, one fight isn't enough. It's just a good... Yeah, I know. You know, like Peyton Talbot after UFC 323 will actually be a really good conversation for this. Like, did his wrestling actually get better, or was it just the matchmaking, right? 30 people and 9 likes. We're falling off, Christian Gray. Read a line, dude. DJ, read a line, dude. Day GM, no one knows what's going on. He is, but being a cuck automatically drops him to C tier. Well, unfortunately, this isn't the worst cucks in the UFC tier list. Where is Diego Lopez on this list? Has Lopez improved? I mean, it was only a Gene Silver fight, right? Move Gary to C tier? I don't know. I'm not going to move Gary to C tier. Gary's added boxing and he's added grappling and jiu-jitsu. Gary has added, this isn't a favorite fighters tier list. This is a who was lacking skills, who has made improvements, whose career was doing shit, whose career is doing better, who is the most improved fighter of 2024, 2025. We still love you in your gate. I still love you, Christian Grey. I think Layla should be in D or F tier because no one talks about her anymore. You know, that is true. Layla's fall off, and because she's so old, she's just getting worse and worse every single year. Layla Machado Gary. You know what, Bruce? We can find common ground on that one, mate. Layla's fall off has been insane. Where is old Layla? There she is. Layla Machado Gary. There she goes down there. Layla Machado Gary. That one's for you, Bruce. Good pick, mate. Very good pick. Dougie's mother holds the world record for the old... Okay, Mr. C. That's just disgusting. Thank you. Shout out to DJ Aiden. Shout out to DJ Aiden. But it was a front choke. Not like he took down Bryce. Took his back and subbed him. He just caught his neck. Yeah, this is true, Joe Swanson. Hard to put him on there. John Jones hates white women. This is also true. I think John Jones hates all women. That's why he's gay. Cuck tier list is happening over the Christmas break. Dougie's going to make that one from experience. Fuck you! Dougie, read in a line how you can read a level. Dougie, read in a line. How can you read a level I don't know? Brett, I don't know what you're saying. Dougie, read in a line. How can you read a level I don't know? I don't know what you're saying, Brett. Then what the fuck is Alex doing there? Alex has made minor improvements. I miss Guru versus Layla. I miss it too. I miss Guru versus Layla as well. People are kind of taking Paddy taking down Gaethje for granted. We've barely seen him do that. Most of Paddy's takedown attempts come later in the fight. I have not said, Toad, at all that Paddy is going to shoot a takedown on Gaethje. I have said he is going to trip him in grappling exchanges. Judo trip him when they are in clinch exchanges. Yes, Big Hog. What's up, mate? At that Cuban guy from W Stream, homie. Thank you, Mitch. W Listener, Mitch. Mackenzie Dern had the biggest comeback of the year, and I'm not talking about what was left in her mouth. Holy fuck. Mackenzie Dern. Mackenzie Dern. You have got to say Mackenzie Dern has easily had the biggest comeback of the year, right? And not just come on her back. Like, I'm sure at some point this year she's had come on her back. But Mackenzie Dern has easily had one of the biggest improvements of the year. She's literally holding a fucking title. Dern beat a girl who she already beat, but she's holding a world title. Chase Uber struggled against a 40-year-old. What has he improved? Yeah. How fast do you think Layla can do a jigsaw puzzle? It'll take her years, mate. Don't question me, Justin Kennedy. Dern beat a girl. Jake Paul chinned Anthony Joshua would be great early Christmas present. Oh, no. Anthony Joshua chinning Jake Paul would be great, mate. I think people are understanding Paddy versus Justin is going to decision. All I'm saying is fresh predictions where it's likely going to be a close fight that goes to the judges. I think it's going to be a pretty clear Paddy Pimblett decision. I want to hold Dern's world titles. Let me make sure I haven't missed Eric, because I know how he gets. Where are you, Eric? Wow, I scroll through the chat. Eric hasn't even said anything. Wow. Fuck this. What, Brady B? What? There he is. Forgot about her. I mean, she has made a massive improvement. Where was Mackenzie Dern in 2023? She was nowhere near a fucking title shot. Nowhere near a title shot. Now she's holding the belt. Let me shit in peace, motherfucker. Dern got that bunda. Did you ban Nacho? No, Nacho's just not here. No, you just weren't talking, Eric, and I thought you were upset with me. All right. Do we put Mackenzie Dern in S tier? I think she goes right up there in S tier. You're a traitor? How am I a traitor? What have I done? I'm putting Mackenzie Dern in S tier. Yeah, an S tier. Yeah, that's Mackenzie Dern is absolutely going up there. Well done to her. She got a belt. That's not easy to do, mate. Mackenzie Dern, up in S tier. Craziness. Craziness, mate. No one expected her to get a fucking belt this year. If I had told you on January 2024 that Mackenzie Dern would be a UFC world champion, you'd laugh me out of the fucking room. You'd laugh me out of the room, mate. Gaethje is weak to takedowns in the open, which Paddy doesn't do. In the clinch, Gaethje is very comfortable and he'll crack Paddy hard. Well, Gaethje is comfortable in the clinch. That is true, Jock. I'll give you that. He loves a collar tie. Motherfucker checks my chats when I'm not chatting, but ignores me when I do. It's all part of the gaslighting. Dern is the worst champion? No. Second worst. I would love to have scoffed at you. So I would have scoffed at you. Exactly, you would have scoffed. How does Gaethje train with Sandhagen and still fight like he's allergic to technique? I don't know. He tries to be the most exciting fighter in the room. Justin Gaethje has shriveled like a... Okay. Most rapeable champ. I mean... No. There's one more champ that you'd rather rate. Gaethje can hold back spam leg kicks. Paddy doesn't really know how to enter if he does. Gaethje is infinitely better on the inside. Not easy for Paddy to get the clinch. But Paddy might... I don't know why I think Paddy's so much bigger than Gaethje. I've got this weird thing in my head where Paddy is just like twice the size of Justin Gaethje. I don't know. Put Tony next to Dern. All right, Walter Walker, get out of the way. You're ruining Tony's game. All right, shut up. He's talking. Tony Ferguson's talking. Get out of the way, Walter Walker. You get right up in that ass, Walter. You smell that ass. Where am I up to? Edmund Tarvarian is not shouting, Edmund man, Edmund man. If he isn't, I'm not watching. Dude, it's a prerequisite. You don't get a Ronda Rousey boxing match without Edmund Tarvarian shouting, Edmund man, Edmund man. Ank is number one worst title defense in history right now. Ank is the number one in worst title defenses in history right now. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Way worse than JDM's. Way worse. Imagine getting sparked. She is going to lose that right away to Zhang. China woman got more dog in her and not just from Breckwards. Leon Edwards is F tier. We're going to continue this tomorrow, or we might start the most regressed fighter of 2025. Dern having childbearing hips has no relevancy. She has beat no one. Yes, but she has a belt. Pure brain damage, true. What do you mean common ground? We agree on nearly everything, but you crash out over a couple of things we disagree on. That's what makes the stream funny, Bruce. The crash outs and me not being able to read correctly. That's what makes it funny for everyone. It's because seeing Paddy mog Chandler. Yeah, that must be what it is, Joe Swanson. Because in my head... Paddy's just fucking huge, you know? What about the Canadian who beat Kevin Holland? Or Mike Malott? You know what? I'll give you that, Cheddarhead. I'll give you that. Mike Malott has definitely gotten better. Mike Malott, ESPN headshot. Yeah, Cheddarhead. Well done. Not rare W comment. You often have W comments. But rare on topic W. And high as well. Really high. Probably up a B tier. No, you know what? Cyril Garn, you're out. Cyril Garn, you're out of A tier. You got mildly better at striking. Mike Morelot has become really nicely well-rounded. Yeah. Really good, Chedhead. Really good. Tony will throw the sand. Give him sand. Volter is breathing heavily through his nose. Oh, yeah, you know it. I love you, buddy, but you can't read linearly. I can't read linearly. I can't read full stop, Brady B. I've got raging dyslexia, and the chat box in front of me is moving. What do you expect? Both fuckers in the contender fight should be an S tier. True. Paddy hasn't fought anyone with the power, pocket boxing, and experience as Gaethje. There are levels to this. And that may well prove to be true. We could have, everyone on Team Paddy Pimlet could have fallen for the UFC's marketing trick here. Help me, Jock. Mike Malott is indeed A tier. He is, mate. Getting put away in 1 minute in your first title defense will always be #1 in the soyness. Exactly. Exactly, bro. Blocked you. I never block anyone on my channel. It's my one kryptonite. Jock is right. There are levels. Jock is right. There are levels, and people like me picking Paddy Pimblett could be well embarrassed. What about Tracy Cortez? She has not made any improvements at all. We got Coulon. Second title shot before Evloev and Murphy. It's embarrassing, isn't it? She's better than Mackenzie Dern. Tracy Cortez? No, she isn't. Tracy Cortez lost her last fight. Mackenzie Dern won a belt. Chandler was kind of pinging up Gaethje. Chandler was cut. People forget, man. Michael Chandler was kind of picking Gaethje in the first round. You started off saying it was skill, but then changed it to the most improved career. It's fun, isn't it? The way that I gaslight the chat and then just change the criteria and then act like I never changed it at all. It's like when I was saying Tom Aspinall quit and then I made a video calling everyone else out. It's fun, isn't it, Eric? The way that I fuck with the chat's emotions. Yeah, get him up, you Dern. Yeah. Old mate doesn't look happy about Dern's ass in his face. Well, he should learn to get happy about it, right? What's up, Del Turo up Matador? Good to see you, mate. Get Chris Duncan on that list. If I told you last year he beat Rebecca in a bloody war of the year, you wouldn't believe me. That's because it's Chris Duncan, though. Shame. Shame. We get it. You always think about Paddy being massive in your head. You gooch. Okay, read chat, you fool. I do read the chat. I just don't read the retarded ones. Welcome to the stream, Big Hog. You're now addicted. You see, Big Hog, I've tricked you. You're now on the dopamine cycle like sus pasture. Maybe I'll read some of your chats. Maybe I'll ignore some of your chats. And when I read them, you get a little dopamine hit because you're an edgelord and you're being funny. And then when I ignore them, you go, I'll just type another one. And maybe he'll read the next one. You and Blueprint and Sus Pasture and all the other retards that I accumulate on the internet all fall for the same trick. I know, it's true. You're a drug addict. To my attention, Big Hog. You started off trolling me, and now you are addicted to daddy's attention. And you will not be the last. Alexa Gassi, addicts, druggies, addicts. Exactly right, chat. Alexa Grassi has to go in D or F tier, sadly. True. I love you, daddy. I know you do. I know. Fuck it, I'm saying Tony Ferguson glazing is so forced, it's basically Joe Rogan cosplay. No, Nitro Gaming. No, it isn't. Remember, I grew up on MMA in 2015. Tony Ferguson was our hero. He was our unsung hero. While Conor McGregor was out gallivanting around doing boxing, Tony Ferguson was on a 9-fight win streak, elbowing the fuck out of cunts, smiling with blood running down his face. Tony Ferguson and Anthony Pettis were having some of the sickest wars in the world, mate. Sickest wars in the world. No, it's just, I'm a Reebok boy. I'm a Reebok era kid, and Tony Ferguson is the Reebok era. So no, it's not overly Tony Ferguson glazing. It's not forced either. It's Tony Ferguson was like my original MMA hero, mate. I expect 1 out of 5. Well, yeah, there you go. That's 1 out of 5. Paddy is losing? I don't think so. Tubturo. I think Paddy's going to win. Where am I up to? Malcolm Ballmaker is S tier. Malcolm, no. No, he isn't. What? Malcolm's regressed. No, he isn't. Advice on passing a drug test for THC. Cocaine will clear the system. Marab is up there. Marab is on A tier. Even a broken Jock is right twice a day. True. Honestly, true. Jock might be right about this. Marab has improved steadily. Marab has improved. That's why Marab is already an A tier. Lopez might find Volk's chin this time. I know Tubturo, and it makes me sad. Aaron is a good fighter. Everyone Dern Ford is just shit. Yeah, it could be. Dougie's Hypocrites Corner. Now you know what's up. Add Laura Sanko to the list. She's getting better every year. True. Dougie raging about his sign was the best. That was a good time to be around. Exactly my point. Last year you'd hear Chris Duncan and think, what, that old Scottish bastard is awful. And now you hear Chris Duncan and go, you know what? You know what? Not only do you hear that, but you go, Chris Duncan, he deserves to have a ranked opponent. He deserves to get ranked. You know what? Chris Duncan's gotten better. I'll give you that. Help me. You've fought hard. Oh, look at that old grizzled face. How can we give him a contender? He's already done. We'll put Chris Duncan with my boy. You know, your boy and my boy. Euros and Chris. There we go. They can go down there together. There you go, Jock. Dougie's always definitely wearing a hat to hide his Wing C forehead like you. I didn't know that was Wing C's actual tattoo. I didn't know that, Christian Great. That's insane. RDR was on the trajectory of most improved fighter, but took a shit to the back of the butt. Dude, RDR started off as a quitter and won championship and has ended the year as a quitter in UFC. Embarrassing. Yuck, lad. Don't touch, yuck, lad. What's this, lad? Bro, I was shadowboxing earlier, and it blows my mind that Vittoria's even doing MMA his whole life and not once thrown a hook in a fight. He just spams 1-2s. I know. That's his secret. He's retarded. That just made me hit a whole body cringe. There you go, Justin Kennedy. Kevin Lee almost beat Tony. Yeah, but Kevin Lee was good. Can't say grew up on when you were in your 40s already. As an MMA fan, dickhead. Tap out is better than the Reebok era. No, the Reebok era is the peak of MMA. Is it the Reebok or the Nike era? It's the Reebok era. Fluffy should be on there, and then the Mexican Thug. Yeah, Fluffy should be on there. Although, I don't know if we can put on the Mexican Thug C-Rod. He's in prison. Wet check corners. You know. Daniel Rodriguez, he's in prison. Duncan looks 45 years young. Dude, Duncan looks grizzled. I'd argue he deserves B tier at least, but I'll take what he gets. He's not getting fucking B tier, but you would argue for it. Dougie, can you help me off myself? Get a rope, get a hook, find the ceiling beams. Paddy is British. He'll definitely end up quitting to leg kicks. Oh. Wheeled out of the arena. I'll be lasting my arse off when we see Vittori throw elbows in an upcoming fall. He's alert! Vittori's alert! Somehow Wingsy has a girlfriend too. There's some nuts chick. Oh, dude, if you get a little bit of internet attention, you'll have a girlfriend. That's not hard. Like, gentlemen, get any level of internet attention, you'll get a girlfriend. Women are attracted to attention. Dougie's just trying to outlive his children. True. So where does RDR go if he fell off at a higher place than he ever was last time? I guess... Has RDR improved? Because he started off horrible and then got better, but then got horrible again. But he didn't end up at, like, now he's a quitter in the UFC, not just a quitter at one. So I guess he has improved. But it'd be like, RDR is like Bitcoin, right? Like, it started off the year under 100,000, then went up to like 170,000, and now is down to like 101,000. So, you know, over 10 years, Bitcoin's definitely improved, but it's nowhere near the peaks of where it was. So if you were like looking at it on a 10-year scale, you'd be like, yeah, Bitcoin's improved. But on a 6-month scale, you'd be like, this is fucking shocking. His career is over. RDR is like the Bitcoin of MMA, right? All fake, not really worth anything, going nowhere. You know? That kind of thing. Dougie was born in a 7-Eleven. I was born on the floor, sir. Right there on the floor. They said, we've got another worker ready to go, sir. Imagine you off yourself before Tommy Gunn too. Fake. Yeah, you can't off yourself. Yeah. JDM looks like the boy who got the ice cream thrown on the ground. Jamal Hill dove off the side of the PI. I'd believe that. Read the follow-on comment I said where what you just... Like, he fell down 50 flight of stairs, but he was still climbing to 100. We agree, Eric. This is what we were saying, the exact same thing. RDR is going to become the next Kevin Holland. Yes. Essentially, yes. Don't tell me Ronda is going to box. Buying a chicken feed can't be cheap. Dude, Ronda is going to box. It's going to be fucking great muffle moves. All right. That's an hour. I said it first, but we came together, Eric. Yes, you might have initiated it. You might have initiated the good times, Eric, but we arrived together. We came together. So just because you start... Not gay. No, this metaphor isn't gay. Imagine for him to wait for Gunn versus Aspinall 2 for the fight just to end in the same way. Fucking hell, I hope not. Come on, Dougie. It's Christmas. Go a wee bit longer. Listen, guys. Once we get to the end of this work season, you want to... Why are you gay? Dougie only lasts an hour. This number one bullshit. Guys, once we get to the end...
Why are you gay? You are gay.
Let's do it again.
Why are you gay? You are gay.
When are we shaming the Aspinall haters? We literally did that yesterday and today. We've done that twice. We're past that now. Once we get to the end of the Christmas season, where work is not so hectic, I'll be able to go back to spending more time on the stream. Thank you, Sniff. I appreciate the $5. We sell BLM instead of Black Lives Matter. So what do we say instead of... We say BLM instead of Black Lives Matter. So what do we say instead of... Nubian... I love you so much, Sniff. Never change, man. Thank you for the $5, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, dude. We'll do another beach stream. It's actually summer now, but it's still raining. But apparently towards the end of the week, the weather's picking up. So Dougie water drinking beach stream was great. Yeah, no, we might do a beach stream this Sniff with the friendly fire there. Sniff is a self-hater, but that's all right. We love Sniff. We've loved Sniff for a long time. Sniff's an OG, proper OG. So this Friday stream could be down at the beach because finally... No, you can't do a beach stream now. I'm telling you, you can't. It's been raining for like a week straight. You can't go to the beach. It's fucked. It's cooked down there. It's bad. So we might do a beach stream at the end of the week because summer has started and apparently the weather's going to start picking up on Thursday, which is great. So hopefully Friday beach stream. Beach with wine. No wine, dickhead. No wine. Longer streams will be back once we are at the end of the Christmas season. So the last day for work is booked in 20th of December. But right now, everything is just hectic. So that is that. Calls himself a Chad, but lets a bit of rain stop him from going to the... I'm going to the beach, but there's no point sitting down there drinking when it's fucked. It's ruined. This is only saying that because he got his cousins over with the cheese and wine. No, I don't. But that's it, chat. Thank you all so much for joining me. I appreciate you guys so much. He's allergic to the Christmas season. I hate the Christmas season. I despise the Christmas season. I hate it. I hate how much work there is to do. All the fucking deadlines. I fucking hate the Christmas season. Everyone wants everything done by Christmas. People literally emailed me today, Eric. Is there a chance of getting my kitchen done by Christmas? Today, 2nd of December. 2nd of December. They want to know if there's a chance of getting their kitchen done by Christmas. That's 2 work weeks. 2 work weeks. 2 work weeks. They want to know if they can get their kitchen renovated before Christmas. Fucking retards. So anyway, so is there a chance? No, there's not a chance to get your kitchen renovated in 2 fucking weeks. Fucking retards. Do not call tradesmen expecting shit to be done by Christmas on December 2nd. Unbelievable. All right, guys. Plenty of time. Fuck you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Thank you all so much for joining me. I appreciate you guys. Sniff, thank you so much for the $5. You guys are legends. Dougie, can you renovate my kitchen for the day before Christmas? Exactly, right? My kitchen took 4 months. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Holy shit. It's Christmas 2 weeks time. Our kitchen's fucked, honey. Someone call a cabinet maker and a plasterer. We got to get this fixed. We're going to have the family over in 2 weeks. We got to get this shit fixed. Fucking. Exactly, Cheddarhead. Exactly. Goated stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I appreciate every single one of you. The best live chat in all of MMA. The best live chat in all of MMA. I appreciate you guys. Bilal, good work on the tier list. Tier list will be back. 6 weeks worth of content. Tier lists, memes, Wasteland of the Dead, over-unders, meme, emojis. We can make emojis. Overrated, underrated. GOAT list will be back. The GOAT list will be back. The best 100 fighters of all time. Pound for pound, White House card, the UFC Olympics, and the worst male champion of all time. See you guys later. Appreciate all of you. Have a good night. I'll see you guys in the morning. Goodbye.